Hindi na kaya Sampai
Go, Jay. No. Baby, your baby.
It's your boy. It's your boy, darling. It is.
You see, she's never been.
Well, yeah, go. What's going on in the news this week, eh? Is it the budget? No? The US election? Are we talking about that? No? What about some far-right nut job getting arrested and jailed for something he did and the whole country kicking off about it? No? Oh, what can we talk about? The economy? No? No, it's the horrifying story. Horrifying story it is, Jaeger. Come here. This horrifying story in Yorkshire Live, the home of hard-hitting news, eh? We went on a casual stroll in North Yorkshire and ended up stranded without an Uber. What's better to do on a Sunday afternoon than enjoy a casual stroll to the nearest country pub for a roast and a well-deserved pint? Not much, in my humble opinion. There are so many wonderful places to enjoy a walk within Yorkshire this weekend. We happen to find ourselves in North Yorkshire. After enjoying a couple of nights at Yorkshire Spa Retreat, after a couple of days doing, well, not a great deal, we decided to dust off the cobwebs and get our walking boots on and head out for a walk. The location of the Yorkshire Spa Retreat is fairly remote, and the nearest village being Helmsley, Malton and Pickering. Helmsley, Malton and Pickering, and not a great deal else around. We decided we should walk to Helmsley. We'd driven through the way to the spa and it looked lovely. The walk was about 3.5 miles. 3.5 miles. Our plan was to walk to the village, have a mooch about and stop in one of the local pubs for some grub before grabbing an Uber and a taxi back. This is hilarious. Jaeger, come here. Come here. Inside. You're right. It's about 6 or 7 minutes back in a car, so we didn't for 1 second foresee there being an issue. The idyllic village of Helmsley can be found in the banks of the River Rye and is popular amongst tourists for a day trip given its rich history, so it was perfect choice for a chilled Sunday afternoon. The town itself was lovely, with narrow winding streets lined with independent shops, cafes and traditional pubs. Jaeger, don't go too far. Don't go too far. Very quintessentially British, apparently. We spent an hour or so traipsing around the clothing boutiques, interior trinket shops, and before our stomachs started rumbling. Come on. There's 3 pubs in all. There's 3 pubs all in close proximity to each other in the market square, as well as a handful of cafes and bakeries dotted across the village. We opted for the Black Swan, as we fancied something hearty and we'd worked up quite the appetite after walking 11,000 steps. We'd heard another couple saying they couldn't get a table anywhere, but we must have timed it right, as we managed to get a table straight away. Our lucky day, or so we thought. What's that doggy doing? Come on. It was around 3 PM by this point, and we were disappointed to discover there weren't any roast dinners left. Oh my god, 3 o'clock on a Sunday. You guys never came from the 80s, did you? Yeah, ask your mum what it was like getting a roast in a pub at 3 o'clock on a Sunday evening. I'm not sure we were expecting... Come on. There weren't any roast dinners left, but I'm not sure what we were expecting. Having just wandered in at 4 PM on a Sunday afternoon without booking, it was no big deal, and we opted for something else equally as warm and hearty. After enjoying our meal and putting back some serious calories, we started to think about making our way... Oh, fireworks. Did you hear that? We started thinking about making our way back to the accommodation. We were tempted by a dessert menu, but stuffed from the brim from steak and ale pie, we decided to grab a dessert at the co-op adjacent back of our lodge. Something about getting bloody food anyway. We had a quick scan of Uber, but there didn't seem to be any cars around. We'd noticed a framed poster on the reception desk in the front of the pub. Took a snap of it, intention of phoning the taxi after we'd nipped to the shop. After receiving the goods and still having no luck with the Uber, I rang one of the taxi numbers. One of the taxi numbers on the list from the pub, in order to order a cab. Only to be told, sorry love, no cars available until Tuesday now. I found it ridiculous, at the point pretty assuming it was 5 PM on a Sunday. How could there be no cars available till Tuesday? At this point I wasn't remotely worried. You're 3.5 miles away, start walking you stupid. Come on! Stop licking the floor. At this point I wasn't remotely worried, just thought it was super small firm and didn't think much of it. I dialed the next taxi number on the list, fully expecting a different outcome. The operator said, oh I'm sorry, nothing in Elmsley until around 8 PM. Is that okay? Not really. I thought, thinking, this is a news column guys, this is a news column. By this point we were starting to worry that we had messed up. I found the third taxi company on the list, only to meet with the exact same response. I started to Google other taxi companies to discover there weren't really any in the middle of nowhere in North Yorkshire. There's not many taxi companies, who'd have thought? Oh, while my partner was still unsuccessfully trying to locate an Uber. He did at one point manage to book one, but cancelled a few minutes after, much to our dismay. We did consider walking back by this point, but by this point it was pitch black. Come here! Hey! Get here! I'm not running ahead. And it had taken us over an hour to get here. Oh no! We spotted some people sat waiting for a bus in the centre of the square, so we made our way over, hoping perhaps to jump on a bus instead. There didn't seem to be any information on the bus times anywhere. I haven't caught a bus that many years. I've generally no idea what the deal is anymore. We were looking online to try and find the bus timetable to figure out which bus it was we needed in order to make it back in the direction we had come from. Bearing in mind we didn't know the area at all. Clearly amused by our mistakes, a mistake, an elderly woman at the bus stop offered to help. She told us that the last bus going in that direction had already gone as far as she knew. She said they were few and far between at the best of times, let alone on a Sunday evening. She was waiting for the last bus herself, but it was going the opposite direction. Oh, she asked us where we're from. We told her Huddersfield and explained that oh God, Huddersfield. You're from Huddersfield and you don't know how buses happen in the middle of the Yorkshire Dales. What the f***? We didn't for 1 second think we wouldn't be able to get a taxi or an Uber back. Kill me here. And it hadn't crossed our minds. She was very amused by this. We told her we had used to being able to just click a button and have a car available in minutes. She laughed and said, "Don't have any of that luxury up here, love," before boarding her bus and wishing us luck. Oh my God, they even got on the bus and asked the bus driver even after being told that. By this point we were freezing. Oh no, should have started walking hours ago, shouldn't you? Oh, they even called the spa. Oh no, we're stuck a couple of miles away. Reluctantly I called the second taxi company back and asked them if the 8 PM was still available, and of course it wasn't, being an hour later. Called the third taxi company and managed to book a taxi for 8:30. Now I'm a Gen Xer. You know, I'm in that middle to end bit of being a Gen Xer, and I know all you boomers and millennials like to have a go at each other, and we get mistook for boomers, but you know, we are the forgotten generation. But I'm presuming you guys are millennials, and you'd already walked it. I mean, what the fuck? You'd already walked the distance. Oh no, it was a busy road. We cannot walk that distance back again. We would rather stand here for hours. So anyway, that's news for you, isn't it? Come here. Stay close. Come on. Be around. Go on. Go. Go.